And Montel was one of our first listeners, right? You did the first year. And talk about your experience for a second.
Well, it was fun, and we got to know a lot of people as we went on through the community. And what Danielle said, we planned dinners for them. We had everybody to join in as a big neighborhood, and we had a barbecue and dinner and stuff like that for them.
Where'd Miss Delores go? Did she? Yes. Okay. Is Delores going with us?
Yeah, I think so.
Tell her to come here. Because these people are going to be your guides. So, like last year, the year before, we did groups, and it'll be interesting. They have a little experience at this, so we're going to break down into groups. Delores is fabulous listener. She's actually conversation starter. So she'll be going in and helping you guys. And remember, you don't have to ask the question about gifts. What we have to do is observe, right? You look at a person and what are they doing at the moment, and how can you utilize that in the life of your community? What's special about that person? So a lot of people think, well, we got to go ask these questions. What do you do? We all do this anyway. If we're at a bus stop and somebody's next to us, if we want to talk to them, we sometimes ask them what the time is,
Right.
and see if they're going to engage, right? The next thing, why we break down into smaller groups, is because we don't want to bombard people, right? We don't want to come to these things, And I swear to you that everywhere I go and I try this, that everybody's a little nervous at first, and that's okay. It's okay feeling. I'm a little nervous. I'm always a little nervous, but it would definitely be okay. Okay, if there's any fears. Did anybody have any questions? Okay, and what we want to do is, if we're gonna take an hour to Rove, and we want to be back here roughly around 2:05, and then we can debrief this, and that's when the real magic starts, right? Not just the roving, but the discussion after. Any questions? So let's get our groups together. I would prefer that if you got into a group that you didn't know someone, right, or didn't spend a lot of time with them, that you would do that. As you walk, you can discover something about yourselves, right? Bond as a group, right? Didn't you guys bond yourself, right? And that was an important part of us finding that process, that idea of building relationship. One of the things that I would always ask, this is a good practice, before you leave a person, ask them, do they know anybody special that they would introduce to you? I don't know what answer you're going to get, right? But that's one of them. One of the nice questions is I like to ask, what are you good enough to teach? And that's important for citizens, just because, in schools we are expected to teach people, but in neighborhoods we don't use that word. We don't entitle people to have that word, but they are teachers, right? So they're teaching wherever they're at right now. They're teaching. All right, so Danielle. Over here, you and Dash right there. So I'm gonna pick 5 people.
Pick 5 people?
Yep, to go with you.
Yeah, you too.
Montel, go pick 5 people. Stand over there. Hey, take them around to that park.
You want to mention the name tag?
Oh yeah, and I forgot. Take your name tags off.
Yeah.
We don't want people to feel like they're experimenting. No, we're just neighbors.
Yeah, Judah, you're with us.
That's
a good idea.